Ahron Ulis. Open the floor for questions.
What was different offensively? It seemed like, obviously making shots, but it seemed like there was a lot more flow, especially when you got that separation.
Yeah, we had great flow today. I thought we were a little stagnant that first media timeout, and we gave up 13 in the first 4.5 minutes or 5.5 minutes of the game. And after that, I thought our movement was as good as it's been. And, these guys did a great job getting downhill. We were setting bottom hip screens. We found a little action in the first half where Bryce was able to get in the paint, get fouled. And I thought our spacing was good as well. And, we just talked about at halftime, showed several clips where the ball stuck, and then had some other opportunities where we got a slip to the rim with Andrew in the first play of the second half. And just, guys played very unselfishly. This was the classic game of everybody that stepped on the floor made an impact. I'm so proud of Braxton and Mia, going out there in the first half, matchups, didn't get him back out in the second, but I thought he went in there and completely changed the complexity of the game with those dunks that he had, the great little pocket by Bryce. And then, the guys stepped up and hit shots tonight. And, Ahron has been awesome these last couple of games. I'm so proud of him for, impacting winning the way he has. And as we said, we're not satisfied. We got one more to go tomorrow, and we got to throw everything out there again. And again, we found the formula. We held them to 39%. That's when we're at our best, when we get it off the rim, and that contributed to our offense, especially in that second half.
Ahron, I know it's been kind of an up and down year for you, but to have that type of impact on this stage to help your team get to a championship, how much does that mean to you?
It feels great going out there, doing whatever I need to do to help my teammates get the win at the end, and just glad all my teammates are there supporting me, and just the key is just staying ready and just being ready when your name is called.
Let me just say this about Ahron. He's been one of the most enjoyable kids to coach on this team, and last year the adversity he went through, to still impact, what we did to get to the tournament, and he's just through, games where he's played a lot of minutes and games where he's been the same guy. He's continued to come in and work and lead with his voice, and he's just, I can't say enough about how much fun it's been to coach in the last couple of years just because of his makeup. And again, I'm proud of him for finishing his career off the right way. We got one more obviously big one tomorrow.
Fred, it seems like Ahron, Sam, and Kale were all pretty aggressive in the flow of the offense. Was that a point of emphasis from you guys?
Well, when they have open ones, they need to step up and knock them down. And again, that I think confidence came with the flow, the movement. The ball wasn't sticking. It wasn't. We talked 0.5 basketball to get that thing moving, and I thought we did a really good job of that. Really these last couple of games. And this is a really, really good basketball team that we just beat. That should have been a tournament team, no doubt about it. And it's a very potent offense. And to hold a team like that to 39, especially after they got hot early, it's hard to shut a team like that off. But again, our guys were locked in. I thought we had good active hands. We got some deflections. But overall, it was a total team effort. And at this time of year, that's what it's all about.
Do you want to mention the flow of the offense when you have 6 different guys hit threes? How much, did you guys kind of feel the momentum on your side where, you're just expecting the ball to go in?
Like Coach always say, our best offense, our defense. Once we get that ball off the rim, we can stop at 2, we get to play in the flow. Everybody on the court, who's on the court, can score the basketball. So we keep moving, have great pace, have great cuts. Nobody in the country can stop us. So that's what we did today. Like Coach said, it's probably one of the best offensive games we had in a long, long time. And it carries on for sure. Just gonna carry us over to tomorrow and try to get a championship too for sure.
Fred, to kind of settle into this rhythm of playing every other day, and now all of a sudden it's back to back. What changes in the next few hours to get ready quickly?
Yeah, we'll have a film session and a walkthrough tonight, and before our team dinner, we'll get together and move on. Whether it's whoever we play, whether it's it's going to be a good team. Whoever we play out of these two. That are going out to play now. So yeah, we'll get a film session, film edit put together. We've obviously prepared for both these teams, and a lot of work goes in behind the scenes. And I love my staff, and we're going to put a good game plan together. But we got to be locked in. If we go into this film session satisfied and lose the hunger, lose the edge, it doesn't matter who we play. It's not going to be pretty. We just have to get over this one. And I'm confident our guys, they got a great makeup and character to them, and we're going to be ready, locked in tonight, and we'll do a walkthrough in the morning, get another look at them, and lace them up, and hopefully come out and play well.
For both of you guys, with that, tomorrow's going to be your final game of college basketball. Is that incentive enough to make sure that you're not getting fat and happy after a win like this?
Yeah, for sure. like you say, last game, college for sure. So it's more motivation for me and some of the guys that's actually seniors too. I know Aaron got the same motivation I got too, but at the end of the day, still a thing we got to do tomorrow. Still a mission that we got to complete too. So we can't overlook this team that we're gonna play tomorrow, whoever it is. But at the end of the day, I'm still proud of this team of what we accomplished all week here. We just got kept up in the win tomorrow and see what happens.
Fred, what do you think of this tournament so far, the venues? I know the crowds might be a little bit disappointing, but the competition, the venues, and playing it here in Vegas.
I don't think Nebraska fans have been disappointing. I think we've had a great turnout, and you know, it's this tournament has been first class. I'm really happy we played in it, and I've talked to other coaches that have said the exact same thing. And you know, for us, it's gives us an opportunity to continue to compete with a group that's been very tight all year long. And I think you see that. And we're one of the few teams, I think us in Boise, that don't have one guy that went into the portal. And you know, I think that says something about the character of your team and the way that these guys have all year long, how they've stuck together and how they've stayed tight through some tough times and through some adversity. So, you know, it's been great to get back out there with these guys and compete. We had 3 weeks almost to prepare, and you know, just continue on and with the relationships with the guys that, you know, again, it's been a fun ride, and this goes all the way back to June. It seems like 3 years ago, but you know, it's been you know, hopefully cap it off the right way tomorrow, and you know, make it all worth it.
Fred, I ask you, both for you and either one of the players. Today was David Hart's final game of his college career. When you're watching film and scouting him, what makes him such a tough player? I mean, his size, right? It's 235-pound body and a 6'8" frame, but he can do so much. You can talk about there's a coach coaching against him, and then for either one of the players defending him. Yeah,
Tyson, his versatility is what makes him special. He's on the block. If you switch, he's gonna you know, bully you in the paint. If you got a big arm and you're dropped off and you're in your coverage, you got to rotate to him because of his ability to knock down shots, transition threes. He just does a little bit of everything. He's a winner, and you know, it's a guy that stuck with it, stayed in the same place for 4 years, and you know, that's very admirable in today's landscape in our sport. So, you know, just a very tough cover, and you know, we were fortunate to have a day because Boise runs as many actions as anybody in the country. So, you know, we were able to scout it, but still, he's really hard to guard because of his versatility.
When you're on the court with him.
I would definitely say, you know, it's my first time really playing Boise State ever in college. So seeing a guy that actually been, you know, at one program for all his years in college, like, that means a lot, loyalty for sure. So, you know, the coaches actually trust the game he has. So like Coach say, like, he's very versatile. Like when he get in the post, like you don't know what he gonna give you. He give you a right hook, left hook, you know, little jump hook or stuff like that. You know, but outside he can shoot the 3-ball well too. But put the ball on the ground. So he's very versatile player. You know, it's kind of hard to guard somebody who actually got a mobile frame of 6'8" and 235 too. But you know, I'm giving props to all my guys who actually helped defend this person today too, and I give the whole staff and the coaches and everything just to make this game plan help and get this W for sure.
Great question. Go for players.
Nice, yes.
Yeah,